This morning we were joined by Niurka Ramirez, the mother on that tape, and her attorney, Circe Zamora. Thank you to both of you for joining us this morning. Let's talk about what we don't see on the tape. What was going on that day with your daughter? What was going on?
She was having like a screaming and kicking attack on the car.
She didn't want to be there.
She was having a terror tantrum.
She was giving you a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
So you're washing the car with the hose. You tell me what you were thinking, why you decided to do what we see on the tape.
Well, when I wet her, I tried to calm her down. It wasn't to hurt her. It was just to relax her, and it did. She calmed down.
Relax her how? What were you thinking? What did you think would happen when you hit her with the hose?
She would relax. The water would calm her. I didn't want to spank her.
Did you pull the trigger on that hose?
No. No.
And you know I'm asking because you can't tell from the picture. And ordinarily, I think a hose that strong would knock the kid down, but you're holding her arm so we can't tell. The lady who works there says she thinks it was on. You think she's wrong?
She would have been bruised. She would have been cut. But she was fine. She would have kept on screaming. She would have been hurt.
It wasn't a punishment?
No.
You love your daughter. You're a good mommy? About to be a two-time mommy? Were you surprised that the police were thinking about charges, thinking about saying this is child abuse?
Yes, very. I think it just happened because the media.
You think it's the media attention?
I mean, the Department of Children and Families of Florida had already investigated the child, came to the house, saw that there were no injuries to the child, and did not remove the child, did not shelter the child. They left the child in the mother's care.
It's a terrible discussion to have. It just is. I have kids, which means two things, which means nothing means more to me in the world, like every other parent, right? And you do anything to protect your kid. But it also means that you're very sensitive because you know that a child can push a parent, but you know what you're supposed to do. And this is one of those situations where on the face of it, it just seems wrong. It just does. But what am I missing? You tell me, and I've heard from you, Niurka, what am I missing? Because to the ordinary person, the ordinary parent, certainly, when they see it, they say, this is just wrong.
Well, we would agree that it was wrong. I don't think that she at this time believes that her decision to wet the child down was a correct decision. I think that this is a single mom who's pregnant, who the child had a temper tantrum, and she decided that instead of spanking the child, she would hose the child down. Perhaps not the best decision, and she recognizes that now. And she'll be taking parenting classes. She's doing things to make sure that she has other alternatives than what she did.
Niurka, people are going to see this just like they saw the tape. What do you want people to know about you, about the kind of mom you are?
I'm a great mother. I love my daughter to death, and I will never harm my daughter. And people can be judging without knowing what really happened.
Thank you for coming here to talk to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck with the pregnancy.
Thank
Good
you.
luck with your daughter.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to meet you this way. I am.
Thank you.
Any way you look at it, just a terrible situation.